when my wife first noticed it was for sale, we really loved the house anyway, having known about the house. It was one of those mysterious run-down mansions, if you like, that you drive past for decades and everyone knows about. And it was the house next to the primary school, and it was quite mysterious. So when it came for sale, which was quite unforeseen, and we were able to be successful in a bid within 24 hours. Yes, we moved in 2010, but prior to that, the house had 4 flats and had been in that situation, I think, since the war years. It was really not maintained, and so it was quite derelict when we moved in. Yeah, we've always lived in here. My parents have got an old place up in Stirling, and Josephine's parents, and they're all still in the houses, and a lovely old house in Kensington. Long story short, we've always had sort of old things around us. And love obviously doing things up and bringing them back to life. It's just so important, and it just adds so much to to the street. Being in a heritage environment is something we just really enjoy. Yeah, so from early on, it was always just had a lovely sort of structural presence. It's sort of a solid house, and we just know some of the features were just so charming. But all the original features were certainly retained. Old keys and doorknobs and stoppers and window latches were all the original types of things. They had never been removed in the 50s or 60s, which a lot of these houses had that. My favourite part about the whole process of doing it up, which took probably about 4 or 5 years, I must admit. I guess the big back room that we've put on is very spacious. The front heritage parts of the house are absolutely lovely. I think also the house from living here is at its best in the evening. The lighting is beautiful, and you sort of get a real sense of, it's obviously the interior design side. My wife's done all of that, and it's very, it's very spectacular. It really blends in a lot of our old furniture that we've collected over decades. We have an Airbnb in the coach house. A lot of bridal parties come and stay, so they'll be there this afternoon, for example, and then they'll head off to the ceremony the next day. So we sort of see a lot of people, and it's a real privilege to host people, and it's even equally exciting to host people that you've never met before. We are very fortunate to be here, I guess, as a custodian, but also equally fortunate to bring it back to life. We love it now because I guess it's just such an unusual house, really. It's it looks big and imposing, but it's still quite a cosy character, particularly in the old part of the house.